Morning, dear students. I, Vijayalakshmi, your teacher of English, welcome you all to Rishikul Online School. Dear students, today we are going to read about lecture 2 of the book First Flight. It is from the chapter From the Diary of Anne Frank. Dear students, till now we read that the diary of a young girl was written at the time of Second World War. It described the pitiable conditions of the Jews as they were the most affected by this war. Thousands of Jews were forced to leave their houses and flee to other countries. They were supposed to wear a yellow star, distinguishing them from others. During the war, they were dragged out of their houses and were sent to the concentration camps. Many of the Jews went into hiding to escape the clutches of Germans. The Frank family was also one of those few who went into hiding in a secret annex. The entries of sounds of gun, sirens and aeroplanes continued to create an image of war scene in front of the reader's eye. Thus, the main theme of this novel, From the Diary of Anne Frank, is the horror of war forced by the Jews at that time. And the young girl Anne Frank, through this diary entry, through this chapter, going to tell us about his experience in the school, her school life. Now I am back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in this world. And I am not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true friend. Here, Anne records the reason which made her agree to write a diary, in that she does not have any friend. Clarifying the absence of a true friend in her life, Anne says that she might have seemingly friendly people around her, loving parents, a 16-year-old sister, 30 friendly people, and loving aunts. But a true close friend is missing. She can talk only about ordinary things to these people. Anne says in her diary, all I think about when I'm with friends is having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. In any case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately, they are not liable to change. This is why I have started the diary. While clarifying and recording the reason which prompted her to write a diary, she says that it's not like that I had no friends. Yes, I had. But still I felt that I can talk only about ordinary things to these people. But she says that she cannot share intimate secrets with any one of them. She accepts that her reserved nature prevents her from having any close friends. She decides to write a diary as she feels that her nature is not likely to change. To enhance The image of this long awaited friend in my imagination. I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. Now, here she says that if she begins writing straight away, she gives a brief sketch of her family in the beginning, and she decides to write a diary as she feels her nature is not likely to change. So, she considers her diary to be her imaginary long awaited friend and names it Kitty. She also resolves to adopt a novel method of writing it because nobody would understand a single word of what she writes. So she gave it a name, Kitty. Now here there are given certain oral comprehension questions, so you should be ready with the answers. The questions are: what makes writing in a diary a strange experience for Anne Frank? Why does Anne want to keep a diary? Why did Anne think she could confide more in a diary than in the people? So try to find out the answer, read the chapter carefully, and know to the answers. And know carefully what are the answers to these questions. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in, I'd better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister, Margot, was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. Now Anne writes her father that he is an adorable man and had married her mother when he was 36 and she was 25. Her elder sister Margot was born in Frankfurt, Germany in 1926 and she herself was born on 12 June 1929. She lived there until the age of 4 and in September 1933 her father emigrated to Holland accompanied by her mother Edith Frank.